Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Senamila Mapanga and welcome back to another episode. And yeah, today we're just chatting. We're just, no, it's not a Bible study or anything like that. And yeah, today's a busy day. I'm going home and yeah, I don't know which will come before the vlog or this video. So yeah, there is a vlog, so hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. But today guys, in the midst of everything that's happening and busy with, I just thought let me film this video. And yeah, this is just me speaking from my heart, and yeah, nothing more than that. So today I really want to speak about self-love, self-acceptance. And yeah, this is something that obviously I know personally and have been through personally. And for me it was like a bit crazy because when I grew up very not struggling with who I am, just from primary all the way to high school. I really never struggled with just my confidence, who I am and what I stand for. I've always been able to articulate that. I've always been able to stand firm and be confident in that as well. Not obviously bashing other people down and putting other people down for what they believe and who they are. I've just always been me, and just like almost ignorantly walking in that, and that's just been my life. And I've been quite chuffed with myself. And yeah, and like until varsity came, and people go and enter relationships that they shouldn't. And yeah, that was me. And yeah, man, for the first time I struggled with myself. And for the first time I struggled with loving me, and obviously because of many other things that like a person can, like, what can I say, like when you're in a relationship and when a person doesn't, it's like when you love someone wholeheartedly and then they don't kind of reciprocate that in the full way that you do. And like you almost gaslit, you're always in a situation of being insecure. Yeah, man, like you are not fully embraced for who you are. You're always questioned and stuff like that. So like more toxic type of thing. So yeah, for the first time, then I had to deal with me. And I had to deal with certain things, like seeking validation from other people about who I am, seeking validation, which was really crazy because I had never been that girl, like ever. But that then came out in that situation where, like, no matter how bad I was treated, I like I'd hold on to the validation that came outside of that. So that kind of puts your self-esteem down, confidence, and all that other stuff comes into play. And today I don't really want to focus on just the relationship or romantic relationship aspects of just loving yourself, and what that actually means to really, really like love yourself, embrace yourself, and accept yourself just the way you are. And like the best person I could have ever learned this from was really my spiritual mother, my pastor. And that woman wears her flaws like she will make sure that no matter what you think of her, like she wears her flaws and says like, yeah, like this is who I am, and these are my flaws, these are my imperfections. And it's either you like, this is something I'm working on my imperfections, and you take me while I'm working on them, or you don't take me at all. And the way she wears that on kind of inspired me really, when I was now in my own dip, to kind of look at life differently and to say, you know what, we all make mistakes. You have to forgive yourself. if you don't forgive yourself, you are condemning yourself, because even God forgives us, and forgives us forever that we do whatever situations we get ourselves into. And if you are putting yourself down when God isn't even doing that, why? What's the purpose of it? And yeah, like she just showed me that it's okay to have imperfections, and it's okay to not be perfect all the time. It's okay to have flaws, and it's okay to make mistakes. And of course there are repercussions of the mistakes that you make, and you have to deal with it. That's part of growing up, that's part of maturing, that you have to deal with the consequences of the decisions that you make. But it's not making a mistake is not out of our nature, you know. And yeah, like seeing that kind of built me up, and to say, what does loving myself look like? So for me, first of all, that's what it looked like. It's to say making mistakes will happen, making mistakes is okay. Own up to yourself and others, be accountable, even though it may not be easy, and take the situation for what it is, like, and don't condemn yourself, don't put yourself down, and things like that. So that's number one, the perspective of saying you are forgiven. You don't need to bash yourself, forgive yourself. It's life, it happens, we make mistakes. And yeah, you just have to forgive yourself. And then the other thing would be, loving myself over time has become really about the people that I hang around with, and the people that I associate with. This I'll make a video on, maybe going deeper into this, but just for the gist of it, it's about hanging around quality people. Loving myself, like accepting who I am, is saying that I make mistakes. This is who I am. I'm willing to change what I can see is a flaw if I can, but I'm not going to condemn myself, and I'm not going to condemn the next person for that. And I'm going to love myself the way I am, of course, in trying to change what is changeable. And yeah, like God, yeah, that. And then secondly, loving yourself is, where am I putting myself? Under whose company am I putting myself? Who am I allowing into my life? What conversations am I having with whoever I'm with? And obviously over time, that was a difficult one, because one of my traits that are really terrible, that I have to be conscious about, is people pleasing, and the art of saying no. And that's just me, that I have had to build up that skill. I don't master it all the time, but I have had to build that up. So hanging around people that don't give me joy, that don't bring happiness in my life, that don't bring stability in my life, I've had to make the decision to distance myself. Of course, not fighting, not anything, but just to say that these are not the things that they're willing to give, are not the things that are aligning with me, my journey, and my purpose. And yeah, just some distance between that, and refocusing myself with people that are more for my journey, more for my purpose, that I can also pour into as they pour into me. People that bring me joy, and I can feel peace, I can feel love when I'm around them. People that bring me and encourage me, people who can help me business-wise, career-wise. So that has been, for me, self-love. Who am I allowing into my life? And you must also keep in mind, I'm a firm believer in that God has called us into a place of being a servant to people, going out into the nations, and just being for the people, because when we truly love God, we truly love people, and that is me. So I don't just put people around and say, no, you're not qualified and you're not qualified. I give people grace to say that they can change. There's grace for anyone to change, just as I can change, and there's grace for them to change as well. So it's also just using wisdom and understanding as well, to say that, yeah, what can align, like you use your wisdom, discretion, if I must put it like that. But it's not to say that me loving people, me being there for people, me serving people stops because I have that boundary of who do I allow in my life or not. Yeah, so what am I watching? What am I consuming my mind with? Does it bring more impact or does it decrease me? And yeah, and all that I watch, does it improve my life? Does it take it in the direction that I wanted to go? Is it helping me in my ministry? Is it helping me in my work, in my schooling, in family self development? No, yes. The last thing is that what it's always going back to who God says I am and the identity in the blood of Christ that He shed for my identity, so that I know who I am, that I am the daughter of the King, and that will never change. And from there, I'm worthy. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy to give love. I'm worthy to be in His presence, but also to pour out into other people. And yeah, God is for me, and I am loved. I'm fully loved. I'm fully overjoyed. There are people that look forward to loving me and being with me, and yeah, I'm just worthy. And that is the identity that I have in Christ, and that's what God sees when He sees me. He sees a world changer. He sees somebody who holds the hope of glory on earth, you know. Chasing you.